Hallo, mein Name ist Agent Electric und willkommen zu Amnesia, The Dark Descent. So, wir sind jetzt runter in diesen Gang hier. Oh. Und wir kriegen einen weiteren Flashback.
Sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Dandel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Okay, wir kriegen die Warnung, dass Gegner in der Nähe sind, also... Oh. Ich glaube mich zu erinnern, dass hier die erste... Oh, verdammt! Ja, oh Gott. Da ist er. Oh, da ist er. Okay, er scheint aber weggegangen zu sein. Ich höre die Musik, also ist er noch da. Oh. Das fängt ja schon mal gut an. Das ist das, was ich die ganze Zeit vermeiden wollte. Einen besseren Start kann es ja gar nicht geben in dieser Episode. Wo ist er? Ich glaube er ist... Was ist hier los? Okay. Ich glaube, er ist da lang. Dann gehe ich jetzt erstmal hier lang und gucke, was da drin so ist. Okay. Sollte versuchen, die Tür nicht so zu knallen. Okay. What the... Gott, geh weg. Mach die Tür zu. Mach die Tür zu.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Door leading to the back room is blocked off. Find another way. Wieso kannst du nicht einmal einfach laufen? Okay, jetzt sind wir wieder am Anfang. Das ist die Tür. Gucken wir mal hier rein. Scheint nichts zu sein momentan. Okay. Oh, doch. Oh. Irgendwo hat er eine Tür eingebrochen. Wo ist es? Oh, ich habe keine Sanity Potion. Verdammt.
25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the all back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change colour, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Ich brauche unbedingt eine Sanity Potion. Oder irgendein Rätsel, was ich lösen kann. Gib mir irgendeinen Zauberwürfel oder so. Ah, Öl. Davon brauche ich auch ein bisschen mehr. Verdammt. Wir gehen jetzt schon die Ressourcen aus. Was haben wir denn hier? Oh. Okay. Öl. Was? Was ist hier? Ich habe eben gedacht, der wäre da und ich hätte nichts gesehen. Oh Gott. Okay, okay. Ah. The rope won't pull the hatch open. Something must be clogging the pulley. Okay. Clogging the pulley. Ah, guck mal da. Also. Oh, und jetzt geht's mir auch ein bisschen besser. Bin ja die ganze Zeit so verschwommen. So. Dann mal rein da. Cellar Archives. Okay. Oh nein, 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 ich weiß die Stelle. Nein! Oh nein, das Wassermonster. Oh, ich kenne die Stelle. Oh verdammt. Oh verdammt. Oh verdammt. Oh, ich weiß jetzt schon, ich werde hier verrecken. Geht nicht mehr. Oh Gott. Oh, das schlimmste Monster aus diesem Spiel. Gott. Ich will hier weg. Ah, ich glaube, ich muss noch mal zum Hebel. Zeit ist abgelaufen. Oh, das war knapp. Hat die Interesse an mir verloren? Finde ich gut. Ah, da kommt er schon wieder. Ja, ich muss wieder zum Hebel. Verdammt. Nein! Geh hoch! Oh, renn! Renn, du Sau! Gott, geh hoch! Ah, und da kommt's nächste. Komm, hol dir das Fleisch. Lecker, lecker! Hol's dir! Ja, hol's dir! Dummes Stück Scheiße. Oh Gott. Ja, viel Spaß. Wo muss ich hin? Okay. Ah, ich sehe schon, ich sehe schon. Okay. Da ist er fertig. Hier ist das nächste. Hol's dir! Hol's dir! Fuck, das war zu früh. Auf, hol's dir! Lecker! Dein Ernst? Gedächtnis von der Fliege. Ja, aufhol's! Oh mein Gott. Ah, er hat's. Schon. Ja. Renn, 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 renn. Simple Lock. Oh, wir haben es geschafft. Kommt danach noch ein bisschen Wasser? Hoffentlich nicht. Doch. Oh nein. Oh, wenn... Nein! Oh, auf den kann man nicht stehen. Oh. Renn, 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 renn. Renn. Komm. Renn. Komm schon, komm schon. Schneller, 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 schneller. Da vorne ist es. Okay. Jetzt war's aber. Okay? Alter, ich glaub's nicht, dass ich da durchgekommen bin, ohne auch nur einmal gehittet worden zu sein. Puh. Müssen wir da lang? Ich glaube nicht, nein. Bisschen im Wasser planschen, das beruhigt. Okay, ich schätze, wir gucken mal hier vorbei. Wurden ja so höflich eingeladen vom Wind.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. Ah ja klar, es kann nie der einfache Weg sein. Und the machine room ist auch gelockt. Find the key that unlocks the door leading to the machine room. Na dann. Wenigstens ist die Musik schön entspannt. Oh Gott, ich glaube, ich will hier nicht sein. Gucken wir uns erst woanders um. Nicht unbedingt im Keller. Vielleicht gibt es ja hier irgendwo einen schöneren Ort, wo Monster sein können. Guest Room oder Study. Gehen wir erstmal in den Guest Room.
journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Hier hat einer getobt. Hat wohl einer was gesucht oder so.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him. Third of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Vielleicht ein zweiter.
Daniel,
What?
still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Na, zum Glück haben wir eine Brechstange gefunden, ne? Also so. Und auf ist er.
The key. Please, let it be here.
An important key is hidden in the guest room.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
In den Schrank, in den Schrank, in den Schrank. Ab in den Schrank. Okay, hat sich so angehört, es wäre wieder weg. Gut. Dummes Stück Scheiße.
Thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Gut, jetzt kommen wir in den Maschinenraum. Aber ich wette, wir kommen nicht drum rum, noch in den Keller zu gehen. Guck jetzt erstmal in den Maschinenraum. Dann kriegen wir vielleicht gleich gesagt, was wir brauchen. Weil da werden wir auch höchstwahrscheinlich irgendein Puzzle oder irgendwas, irgendein Rätsel. Irgendwas wird dann noch gemacht werden müssen.
July 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may in fact have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Was ist denn das? 156522 335124. Okay. Davon lassen wir wohl erstmal noch. Was war das? Ich würde sagen, davon lassen wir erstmal noch die Finger und gucken, was wir sonst so rausfinden. Ich hasse diese Geräusche.
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are barely damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 will crack again. Okay, also müssen wir in den Keller, denn da sind diese Dinge, die wir brauchen. Ich würde mal sagen, das hier sieht auch wichtig aus, also aufheben. Nicht irgendwo rumschmeißen. Und da haben wir noch Tinderboxen. Sonst noch was, sonst was. Nope. Okay. Da ist noch eins. Legen wir mal zum anderen, damit wir nicht lang suchen. Wird höchstwahrscheinlich im 3. Stockwerk jetzt gebraucht. In der 3. Tür. Diese verdammten Geräusche. Okay, hier ist sehr dunkel.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Gleich mal eine Drohung ausgesprochen. Und da haben wir noch eins. Und ich würde sagen, das brauchen wir für hier. Okay. Okay. Sonst noch was? Sonst noch was? Kohle, würde ich mal sagen. Tinderbox. Schaufel. Und Öl, das... Ja, nehmen wir mal. War kaum was drin, sehr schön. Okay, dann holen wir jetzt halt mal noch schnell die Zahnräder. So. Da haben wir wohl das erste zumindest geschafft von 3. Und in der nächsten Episode werden wir höchstwahrscheinlich in diesen Keller da gehen müssen. Ich freue mich sehr drauf. Und ich hoffe, ihr auch. Und ihr seid hoffentlich auch wieder beim nächsten Mal dabei bei Amnesia. Ciao.